Picture this. You turn on your tap one morning and out comes discolored water. You take a sip and it tastes off. You wonder, what's going on? Well, the answer might be hidden in an unexpected place, your water heater. Inside every water heater, there's an unseen hero, often overlooked, called the anode rod. This humble piece of metal plays a crucial role in keeping your water clean and clear. Its job is to attract all the corrosive elements in the water, sacrificing itself so your water heater doesn't corrode. Over time, this rod can corrode to the point where it can no longer do its job effectively. When that happens, you might start noticing changes in your water's color and taste. So how do you know if your anode rod is the problem? Let's find out. Checking your anode rod is a simple procedure that you can do at home. Now, before we begin, let's remember that safety is paramount. So, the first step is to turn off your water heater. If it's a gas heater, turn the thermostat to the pilot setting. For an electric heater, switch off the power at the breaker box. Next, you'll need to drain the tank. Attach a garden hose to the drain valve at the bottom of the tank and run the other end outside or into a bucket. Open the drain valve and let the water flow out until the tank is empty. Remember, this water can be hot, so avoid direct contact to prevent burns. With the tank drained, it's time to locate the anode rod. This might require a bit of detective work, as the rod is often hidden under a plastic cap on top of the heater. Once you've found the cap, remove it to reveal a hexagonal head. That's your anode rod. To remove the rod, you'll need a wrench or a socket. Turn it counterclockwise and pull it up and out of the tank. Be prepared for a bit of a struggle, especially if the rod has never been replaced. But don't worry, a bit of elbow grease will do the trick. Now, let's inspect the rod. The anode rod is made of magnesium or aluminum and is designed to corrode over time. That's its job. If you see a lot of pitting, flaking, or if sections of the rod are missing, that's a sign of corrosion. Another telltale sign is if the rod is slim and looks more like a wire than a rod. This means it's been doing its job, sacrificing itself to protect the tank, but it also means it's no longer able to perform effectively. So, what's the verdict? Is your anode rod a hero standing tall and sturdy, or has it given its all reduced to a thin, corroded wire? If you find your anode rod looking more like a thin wire than a rod, it's time for a replacement. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more helpful tips and tricks. Replacing your anode rod is a straightforward task, and we're here to guide you through it. Let's start with choosing the right replacement. Anode rods are typically made from 3 materials: aluminum, magnesium, and zinc. Magnesium rods are the most common, but if you live in an area with hard water, an aluminum rod might be a better fit. Zinc rods are often used when your water has a sulfur smell. Next, let's talk safety. Before you start, make sure to turn off both the water and the power to your water heater. If it's a gas heater, turn off the gas supply as well. Remember, safety first. Now, let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. You'll need a pipe wrench to unscrew the anode rod from the top of the water heater. It's usually located on the top, but if you don't see it there, check your owner's manual. Once you've located the rod, use the wrench to turn it counterclockwise until it's loose enough to pull out. Now, here comes the fun part. Pull out the old anode rod. It might put up a bit of a fight, but stay patient. If it's too corroded, it might come out in pieces. Don't worry, this is normal. Once you've removed the old rod, it's time to insert the new one. Slide it in gently. If the ceiling is low and the rod doesn't fit, don't fret. You can buy a segmented rod that goes in piece by piece. Once the rod is in, tighten it with your wrench, but be careful not to over-tighten. And there you have it. You've replaced your anode rod. But before we celebrate, let's fill the tank with water and check for leaks. If everything looks good, turn the power back on and let the water heater do its thing. And just like that, you've successfully replaced your anode rod. But the job isn't over yet. Regular maintenance of your water heater is the key to clean, clear water. Just as you'd regularly service your vehicle or clean your home, your water heater requires the same level of care. And the star of this care routine, the anode rod. This humble piece of metal plays a pivotal role in keeping your water free of rust and corrosion, ensuring that every drop you use is as fresh as it should be. So, how often should you check your anode rod? Experts recommend a quick check every year and replacement every 4 to 5 years. But remember, if your water starts tasting odd or takes on a rusty hue, it might be time for an early checkup. Regular maintenance not only ensures good water quality, but also extends the life of your water heater. Remember, a little effort goes a long way in ensuring the quality of your water.